Hola amigos, bien o no, saludos desde Medellín. El tema de hoy es cómo mejorar nuestra fluidez para tomar más acción, para hacer cosas más creativo y no para solo esperar muy pasivo para algo para pasar. So ese es el tema de hoy. So hello again from Medellin. Hopefully I'll finish this video before the rain gets here, but our theme for today, it's an idea of improving our fluency by being generally more creative than passive, by taking a bit more initiative in our conversations. Because we can't just wait for someone to ask us a question and just respond to that. And that's a very passive way of doing it. And obviously we get practice because perhaps we can predict the questions in that scenario. But I think in the end, the way we're going to have to improve our ability in the language, and in some ways this goes for us as native speakers as well, is to improve our general level of communication, our ability to communicate more clearly, more concisely, generally get better conversations, better results from those conversations. We have to practice as well. It's not something we can just sit back and go, oh, I know, I'll understand the questions that are asked of me. If we take more direction in that, and we approach it with a more creative mindset, in that we can think of more useful things to say in a given situation, we can practice those and then use those in that particular scenario. Bit by bit, we're going to get more confident in how we sound, how these conversations develop, because we can take more control of those conversations and not just rely on other people's questions steering the conversation. Now, it's true, at the beginning particularly, we need to listen a lot more, because we have to listen to get an understanding of common phrases, the way people say things, the general sounds, the pronunciation, patterns of speech, that kind of thing. But once we're beyond the point where we can join in conversations, I think we have to take that jump, which can be a bit intimidating because that means that we're the ones that have to speak first. But if we, at the beginning at least, limit it to a few conversations, not necessarily everyone we do, but we have a nice chance to exercise our imagination a bit and be creative, for us to think of what would be a really good thing to say in this situation. What would I really like to say? What kind of result would I like to get from this conversation? And work it out. Practice that, and then just use that line in your conversation in that scenario, and then see how you get on. So that's my tip for today. Let's be more creative. Don't just sit back and wait for things to happen. Let's take initiative, think of things we really would like to say, work on those, and take those new sentences and phrases out into the world and share them with all the lovely people around us. There we go. Hope that one helps. Déjame saber en los comentarios. And until tomorrow, from Medellin, I'll bid you cheerio.